It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central. Thought we would take a look at the Hero Wars Dominion era announcement today. Heidi gets a boost. Heidi is the event that is coming up in the next few days. Some sort of event. We're not 100% clear yet on the details of the event. I'm sure we'll get more information in the next little bit. But as of right now, we don't have any of the tasks or anything like that. It might be similar to an event from last year, but we have a small upgrade to a skill. The camouflage skill is an interesting one. It works very similar to dodge, but it gets more effective the longer Heidi goes without getting a hit. And after a while, it has reached its full potential, whatever that number is, until you finally are able to dodge an attack using this ability. It's not really quite clear when you're using a dodge versus using camouflage dodge, but that's okay. But you can see, according to the game files, the chance to dodge increases from 20 to 85%, which is pretty exceptional, on top of Heidi's innate or native dodge ability. Now, before, there's a lot of words. That's word soup, is what I like to call that. Word soup. There's a lot of stuff there. After, if Heidi isn't damaged for 2 seconds, he receives camouflage. That reaches its full potential in 5 seconds. So I'm guessing it's at 7 seconds into the fight, or 2 seconds and then another 5 seconds. You hit that full 85% potential. Each time he dodges damage, he gains bonus energy. Heidi loses his camouflage if he takes damage or gets hit with a control effect. Now, what is the difference? What is the difference between these two? Is it just a cleanup of the wording? The text on this post kind of shows that. It says, if Heidi isn't damaged for 2 seconds, he receives camouflage that gradually increases his chance of dodging any type of damage. You can dodge magic damage, you can dodge pure damage, you can dodge physical attacks. All right. It doesn't really say anything about any damage types in the first version. It just says dodging an enemy's attack. So it could have been all of them. I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't matter. It's a thing of the past anyway. But I think the main difference is right here. Before these changes, Heidi would lose his camouflage by receiving any type of negative effect. This is like a watermark or a foxfire mark or something like that. Whereas now he loses camouflage if he gets hit by silence, blind, stun, charm, and mind control, which are all things that have worked against him in the past. But now there are less things that can knock him out of camouflage, which means this is in effect an increase in his dodge ability if you don't hit him with splash damage or area of effect, control effects, or anything over those 7 seconds, right? 2 second window and then 5 seconds for it to ramp up to full strength. Now, additionally, on top of this, incredible news, Heidi is getting his Ascension Skills. I'm not sure why they chose Heidi specifically. Maybe they felt as though the Dante popularity contest that is Hero Wars Dominion era is still going on for too long. But Spy Camo now has the added benefit of dealing extra damage on all of Heidi's skills. So all 4 of Heidi's skills, the Death Flower, the Toxic Spit, and the Snake Charmer. Of course, Spy Camo doesn't actually do any damage. So these 3 first abilities gain 5 to 20% damage increase. So that's actually really nice. That's actually pretty incredible. If you don't have somebody that can get Heidi knocked out of camo, then this is going to do a lot of damage. All right, Death Flower already did a bunch of pure damage. Of course, the Toxic Spit does pure damage as well, and this Snake Charmer deals damage to the lowest health enemy, also pure damage. So this is pure damage, unavoidable. You can't dodge it. You can't reduce its effectiveness with armor or magic defense. That is a pretty solid 20% increase in damage, not on basic attack damage, but all of his skills. That's a lot. That's a lot of damage. And then finally, the Ascension Rank 5 Death Flower improves the effectiveness of the Death Flower damage by 10% for every 0.5 seconds that it affects the enemy targets. Of course, Death Flower is going to tick 6 times. There are 3 seconds and it ticks every 0.5 seconds. It's going to hit 6 times, which means it's going to increase 50% of damage. The final tick is going to deal 50% more damage than the first tick. So 10%, 10%, 10%, 10% for a total increase of plus 50% damage on top of the plus 20% damage here. Are you kidding me? Is Is Heidi going to be the new problem? Is Heidi going to be what everybody should? I think that you should level Monkey. I really like Monkey a lot. I think that this event is going to, you know, be nice for getting equipment for Heidi and all of that. Personally, I have got a really, really strong Heidi, and I'm looking forward to pushing into that Ascension. My Heidi is maxed out items. Skins are all maxed out, but my magic attack skin right here, I got to work on this just a little bit. Oh, look, I'm one skin stone away. So I still need to max this out. I'm not going to touch that health skin whatsoever. Glyphs are all maxed at 50 with the exception of, oh, I got a couple of glyphs I can level up here. Whoops, I still got a little bit of work to do there. Artifacts are maxed at 100. Gift of the Elements is maxed. My Ascension, though, I'm at tier 3, which means I've already got that tier 2 unlocked whenever it does become available. I'll need to work my way up to tier 5, but this being the mage tree, I have recently dumped all of my mage insignia into my Celeste. So we'll have to save up a little bit of the, the wisdom insignia to get him there. Guys, if you want to see some fantastic teams, and in fact, the team that I'm using in 2024 before almost any other team, check out the video that's on screen now. It features Heidi. That team is going to be even stronger. It's going to work against Dante lines. It's going to work against a lot of teams. Check out that video if you have time. If not, that's okay also. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.